Hey, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy K Dub. We back at y'all with another video. I just finished watching the Nets and the Cavs game. And man, we here to talk about the Nets, man. So as we all know, the Big Three played the other day and they lost. Today, KD sat out and it was just Kyrie and Harden and they lost again. But I figured KD will sit out because, man, he played 51 minutes or something crazy last game. So I was like, it'd be smart if KD probably didn't play this next game. But they lost again. And the problems they have is defense, man. Defense. And looking at the stat sheet today, I mean, their offense the offense was a little bit better, especially from the bench. TLC gave him some good minutes. He had 11 points. Laundry Shamet, not really give him anything. He was 0 for 6 from the field, and he played 19 minutes, man. That's not going to get it done at all. And Kyrie had 38, 5 assists, 14 for 24 from the field. Another good game from Kyrie. That's why I didn't get one. People are trying to make it seem like he was the problem. Last game, he was 15 for 28. He's the only one out the Big Three who shot over 50%. You know, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, that's not bad at all. If you're going to take the shots, be efficient. And that's what Kyrie has been both games. Their problem is their defense, man. Their defense is so bad. Like, DeAndre Jordan, and even if you look at Jeff Green, sometimes it's just bad defense out there. Like, to be honest, DJ, I mean, he could block shots here and there, but bro, he's getting killed everywhere, and just that second effort is not there. So, for them to make any type of noise, like, they gotta really, step their defense up. Last game it was like, okay, the Cavs were shooting so many threes, it was crazy. But today was like a more regular game. But still, like, when the Nets didn't have a huge lead, he was like, yeah, they could lose this game. And this how it's gonna be for the Nets, like, for most of the season. They could beat anybody, but when you just this bad defensively, you could lose to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But also, I want to address, like, the Kyrie hate. Me as a Kyrie fan, I'm not going for it, bro. Like, they beat the Celtics in the beginning of the season pretty nicely. You know what I mean? Although that was a whole different team than, compared to now. Like, they had more depth, at the time. Spencer was playing, Spencer running the show, which is why I didn't. The problem people are having with James Harden coming, I didn't get it because I figured James Harden would play the one when he came, just because how his game, Kyrie's game, couldn't allow him to play off ball. Like, I know we used to Kyrie, like, breaking players down, which he could do that, but if you watch when he was with the Celtics, he got a lot of plays where he came off the screen, shot or came off the screen, like, and that's actually why I liked when he was with the Celtics compared to when he played for Ty Lue. He wasn't as much one-on-one play because we all know what Kyrie could do one-on-one. But I figured, yeah, James Harden will be the one. Kyrie could play off the two because Kyrie could come off screens. James Harden doesn't do that. Of course, KD could come off the screen. Like, we know that. But yeah, man, so a lot of people are like, okay, the media, especially the media, man, they were saying somebody got to sacrifice. James Harden comes out and shoot 14 shots, but had a triple-double. They say, why is James Harden shooting 14 shots? Like, oh, yeah, because y'all thought Kyrie going to be the one to sacrifice when Kyrie's a elite level scorer from all three levels. Like, of course, James Harden can score, but James Harden gets his points from the three-point line, and, he gets to the line and gets to the basket, but elite level scorers, bro, three levels, and not saying that James is not capable of scoring on all three levels, but he hasn't done that in a while. Like, if you look at how he plays, it's mostly three-pointers and free throws. So, yeah, man, I'm not surprised that Kyrie's shining in this way, but their problem is going to be, until they fix their defensive problem, I just don't see this team doing too much. Like, they're gonna be tough. Like, that's a fact. But man, how bad their defense is. Like, bro, this is like, it's both their defense and rebounding. That's why like losing Allen was like a Josh Allen was a big, that was like the biggest blow. You know what I mean? Like, I know it'd be hard to like keep him and get James Harden. Like, I figured that, but damn, man, like, because if you see him out there, he's out there killing them. You know what I mean? And like, don't get me wrong, KD, when KD's playing, KD can play the 5 at times on defense, and depending who they're playing against. But you're not gonna expect KD to play the 5 against like a Joel Embiid. Because don't get me wrong, I think even KD could guard like a Bam. He could guard him because Bam is not as tall. Like, KD's length could kind of bother him, although he's strong. He could put KD under the hoop. But it's just those elite levels like AD, those guys could be a problem, you know. And that's what they gotta fix, man. I don't know if PJ Tucker is available out there for cheap. They could try to get PJ, but they gotta do something, man. Like, it's fun watching them on offense. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's the part that I'm like, man, this is like nice to watch. And to me, as a Kyrie fan, it's funny to me just saying like what everybody expected. Like, nah, Kyrie gonna come back. Yeah, he's definitely the third. Like, whatever. You could say he's the third wheel or whatever. But, hey, the guy, he's scoring a lot and he's doing it efficiently. You know what I mean? Last game, yeah, Colin Sexton hit some tough shots. Like, people try to act like that's just a thing that always happens. And individually, I don't think Kyrie and James Harden they're not bad defensive players. It's just right now, communication is off. They give it like small things that they just do. It's like, it's ridiculous, you know. Even like this game, first half they only had 2 turnovers, which is great. But then like one quarter they had 8, and that's where they lost the game actually, that third. So yeah, man, Steve Nash got a lot of things to, you know, polish up. Tomorrow, I'm sure tomorrow one of the big 3 players gonna sit out. I don't know if it's gonna be Kyrie or Harden, but I think one of them gonna sit out, you know. But we'll see. Like, I don't know. This team is exciting, bro. I'm a Laker fan, but the thing is, my favorite players in the league play for the Nets, so I'm watching them a lot, and they're like the exciting players, you know. Like, shout out to LeBron and AD, but they're not like my favorite players to watch. But the Lakers is my favorite team. But the Nets got my favorite players, so I'm watching the Nets a lot. You know what I mean? So it's interesting just to see how, you know, because the media is waiting to kill him, you know. And I'm just glad Kyrie is back because also as a KD fan, I don't want people looking at it like, bro, you made a wrong choice. Like nah, man, you guys got to figure it out. So yeah, man, that's what I have to say after watching that game. I'm just happy seeing Kyrie hooping. You know, it's all this talk, like, and I don't think Kyrie left because of, well, what was happening in the Capitol. I think Kyrie knew that him going to that party gonna get out, so he tried to, like, do a self-quarantine type thing. But, you know, that's not how it goes. So hopefully nothing like that happens again, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to put your team in them type of positions when they, like, even me as a fan, like, it sucked. I like KD, but I love watching Kyrie play. So when Kyrie not playing, I watch it just because, yeah, KD is that nice. But it's exciting when Kyrie's out there, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this season goes, man. As we all know right now, the Lakers looking like the best team in the league. Like, that's a fact. So, we'll see what happens in the East. The East is up for grabs, but the Nets got the talent offensively to come out the East. But defensively, man, they got a lot to do, man. But it's gonna be a journey, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about today's game, about the players, what they need to do. Comment below and subscribe, man. I'm gonna start doing a lot more basketball content on this channel, so y'all stay tuned. It's your boy K-Dub, and I'ma holla at y'all. Peace.